were there any times where you had any run-ins or not getting arrested, but like just running into Saber Hill, Charles Poole Busta around that time? Can you tell me about that era when they were running around the city?
Hell yeah, I done had encounters with all them bitches. Saber Hill, Busta, Charles Poole, all of them. You know what I'm saying? Richard Rivera, straight up. I done had running, bumping, whatever you want to call it with them bitches. You did, straight up. They knew what I was doing. You did, but I thought it was a game. You know what I'm saying? I thought it always was a game. Cops and robbers, I gotta stay away from them. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, Sabria, she done jumped out on me before. You did. I was dirty than a motherfucker. You did, but the way I performed with them, you know what I'm saying? Instead of running from them, when I see they caught me up at the wrong time, I run straight at them. You know what I'm saying? I run straight at her, and she don't even know that I'm dirty. She not gonna expect that I'm dirty because I'm coming to her, and they know I'm a runner. You know what I'm saying? The whole time I'm running, going towards her, they dig, I'm dirty as far as she got to do is serve me. She got me. You know what I'm saying? But she would have had to fight me, though. Charles Poole Busta, they came at me. You know what I'm saying? I had my pit bull walking down the street one day. They did, no cap, Mark Balto. You know what I'm saying? He was there. They did, I'm walking down Willow Street. You know what I'm saying? And I got my pit bull with me. Big boy. They did, Bolo, they all know him. They did. I'm walking down the street, they jumped out on me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at the same token, they trying to harass me, you know what I'm saying? Cause they thinking they done caught me down bad. I'm never gonna caught down bad, but I performed with them like I was dirty, you know what I'm saying? But they couldn't get to me because of the dog, you know what I'm saying? Straight up, Mark Bartow, he was trying to come across the street, you know what I'm saying, to save me. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I got this. We good. You know what I'm saying? Charles Poole Busta, they was trying hard. The dog trying to get at him. You know what I'm saying? I pretty much had running with all of them. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. But they knew I wasn't no dummy.
All right, speaking of run-ins, let's talk about this, man.
Mm-hmm.
So, growing up in Franklin,
yeah,
when you talk about Bull, the perception of you is being super aggressive.
No doubt.
It's all about Bull don't take no shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You better watch out for him. When he want it, he come and get it. Where did that mentality come from?
Honestly, bro, I mean, I just like physical contact, period. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I got it like, if you're weak, you beat, son. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing weak about me. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, I just felt like I just had to put my hands on, you know what I'm saying? Put my hands on another clown to see if you gonna whip me or I'm gonna whip you. Cause it started like that. You dig? Don't forget now, I'm in Franklin. You dig? And it started from day one. You know what I'm saying? With me having to fight so much when I was coming up, I thought it was still like that. You know what I'm saying? And in so many ways, you dig? But that shit just stuck on me, So when you say bull, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what it is, you dig? I just had to do that coming up so much to where that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. And and it's still like that. You know what I'm saying? To a certain extent now. I don't learn how to think now. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna sit there and you can speak more dealing with me. Besides, before you couldn't even look at me hard before I'm in your shit. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, and that's bull, man.
Straight up, man. Because I done heard the stories of you just running down on niggas in front of the store, just making them give it up in broad daylight. Heard, you know what I'm saying? Whenever you go to jail, you're looking for the toughest person up in there. You're getting with them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's bull.
I just don't have no pics, no filter. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. I'm after them big dudes. I want them boys. I want the bad boys. You know what I'm saying? I want the bad boy. I want the ones that they say this and they say that. You dig? Shit, I'm gonna try that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try that shit. You gotta show me a pair of lips can't whip. A pair of lips ain't never won a fight. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. And like I said, I rep that Franklin shit. I'm a Franklin boy. You dig? And I'm gonna die that shit. You know what I'm saying? So if a nigga thinking a pair of lips go win, no, not with me. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, not with me. You know, so I mean, yeah, I'm an aggressive nigga. You feel me? That's what it is. You know, straight up. I ain't bullshitting. For real, brother. Oh yeah. Straight up, man.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
So your time in the streets,
Mm-hmm.
back whenever you were hustling, if you can recall about how much money you played with the most at one time.
Honestly, the most money I done played with, myself, my money, I'm gonna say around, I was like 19, 20, before I went to jail. No. I was like 17. I was like 17. I was in a rush. And I jumped in one car. I had 2 vehicles at the time. I had a Delta 88 and I had a Cutlass. You know what I'm saying? And I was rushing, trying to hurry up and move around, and I realized I had put the money in the dope in one vehicle, and that's the vehicle I was in. So I had to turn around. I said, damn. Turn around, come back to the house, park that car, and I check under the seat to see if it was still there. You know what I'm saying? So boom. I gets there. I just started counting the money. You know what I'm saying? I counted it up, you dig? I had like 30 grand. You dig? And I had damn near half a book of the dope. You know what I'm saying? At one time, you dig? And that was the game. Like I said, the game was good back then. And then I ain't see that yet. You know what I'm saying? Being a adult. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, yeah. So it was like 30 grand cash. You know, that was mine. You dig? Straight up.
So let me ask you. Back then, I know it was about the money, but I wanna check your mentality.
Talk to me.
Was it more about getting your name out there to let motherfuckers know that I have to be played with, or was it more about the money? What was your ultimate goal whenever you were in the streets?
The money. Honestly, that's what it was about with me. You did shit, because I had to meet a kid, you know, so I'm trying to get this bread up, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get this money together because I got to take care of this boy, you know what I'm saying? And my old lady at the time, Sarah, everybody knew her, you know what I'm saying? She wanted her too, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I had to make sure that get right because all the other shit, that's going to come regardless, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Means that I was already in the streets, guess what? My name go boom regardless. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just me being the person I am. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, to answer that question, it was about the bread. You know what I'm saying? It was about the bread I could accumulate. You know? Straight up.
With that being said, dealing with the streets, you hustling, coming from Baldwin, having always fighting Franklin, you know, to get your name out there, you know, protect your brother and everything like that.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. If you could go back and change your conditions that caused you to do whatever you had to do in the streets, would you?
What I would change? In so many ways, I change some things. You know what I'm saying? I changed some things, you know.
All right, expound on that. What would you change?
I mean, the main one, I wouldn't have quit school. I wouldn't have quit school because, I mean, if I would have stayed in school, man, I'd probably be rich by now. I'm thinking that little bread I was coming across, you know what I'm saying, hustling it up. I'm thinking life was going to be like that, perfect the rest of my life, you know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about all it took was me to get in trouble one time. You dig? And all that little bread I accumulated, was out the window that fast. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't, most definitely, I would never quit school. You know what I'm saying? Because I was real good in sports. You know what I'm saying? All the sports, I played all of it. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, like I said, I could have got a scholarship. You know what I'm saying? I chose the dope game over everything. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because, like I said, I'm going to say it again. I really thought that's how life was going to be. You know what I'm saying? Perfect, smooth sailing, you know? Like I said, shit, all that little money I hadn't saved up, I got in trouble one time and broke. You know what I'm saying? Out the window, all the money, I'm on my ass. You know, straight up. And I mean, I had to start over from scratch. You know, and I mean, I ain't never got it back up like I had it before. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Yeah, so school, I feel like school would have been the main target, you know. I would have never laid up there and quit school.
You know what? And that's a good message for all the kids from Franklin who gonna be watching this.
Yeah.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
So you say you got in trouble that one time. So I would assume that you got arrested more times than that. So let me ask you, what was the longest stint you probably had in jail?
Oh shit. I mean, the longest I done sat in jail was I had to bring in 5. I had to get my 5-year flat sentence. You know what I'm saying? I had a 10-year sentence, and they suspended 5, put me on 5-year probation. I got violated, so I would have had to bring them to 5 years, 4 years and some months. You know what I'm saying? That was the longest one. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, after I got out of that, I was back to back, because I wasn't doing something right. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, what the wrongdoing I was doing that wasn't right, it was not catching my head, you know what I'm saying, not realizing God, instead of giving me chances on top of chances, you know what I'm saying, and I'm ignoring that, you know what I'm saying? And God slapped me upside my head to get my attention, you know what I'm saying, to keep me from doing something out of regret, you know what I'm saying? He'll send me back in that jailhouse, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I accept that. I accept that. I accept the bitter with the sweet, you know what I'm saying? Because it could have been worse. You know what I'm saying? It could have been worse, but I mean, I'm blessed to say I'm still here to even be talking to you. You know?
All right. So I've talked to a few guys who actually did several years behind the bars.
Yeah.
And they always use the expression that say that's the closest thing to being in hell. So could you explain to me about your time in jail? What can you tell me about your experience doing that 5 years?
Honestly, bro, I mean, with me, I'm pretty much so laid back when I'm in jail because dudes know who I am, you know what I'm saying? And the ones that don't know who I am, they go ask questions, you know what I'm saying? So I don't bother you, you don't bother me. It's smooth sailing from there. You know what I mean? But, man, jail is the worst place I ever fucking been, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the worst place I ever been. I'm a grown ass man, but I gotta listen to you just to go eat, to go do this and go do that. You know what I'm saying? Bothering people on the streets because I need this or I need that. You know? Straight up, man. I mean, dog, that's